My name's Philip Sinden. Today we're photographing people who have been adopted, and we're going to hear about their stories for National Adoption Week. I'm adopted. I think having the shared experience will help put people at ease.
My name's Joy Carter, and I am an adopted person.
My name's Philip Sinden, and I was adopted in the 70s.
So I'm Isabel, and I was adopted in the 1980s.
My name's Luke Williams, and I was adopted in the 90s.
I'm Nathaniel, I was adopted in the 2010s.
My name is Callum and I was adopted in 2010.
I was in a mother and baby home with my mother before I was then adopted. She went to a meeting and I was taken into another room, and then she never saw me again.
Okay, that's really nice.
Growing up in Lincolnshire in the 80s was challenging. I couldn't speak, I had problems writing. I'd always write my name backwards, which is George, as opposed to Joy.
It used to be a kind of a taboo subject. Maybe you knew you were adopted, but nobody really went into detail. There was an expectation that you'd be grateful that you were adopted.
I had tried to get a file in the late 80s. On the first page was my father's name, which I'd never known. I found that out last year.
My parents were very transparent. But inside I was always feeling, is this really a forever home?
It's very natural for your mind to wander. Growing up thinking that I wasn't wanted and that I wasn't loved. Sorry. The biggest change has to be just the openness and the honesty that there is around adoption.
I received a life storybook and a memory box, which for people that were adopted before myself, I now understand that they didn't get those.
We have one big memory box which has everything before we were adopted to after we were adopted, as it's just one big life that we've had.
There was a picture of a garden, and for me it really solidified a memory that I had of hurtling down a garden on a trike into a bush. And it was significant to me because I hadn't made it up.
Well, I was adopted about 4 years old from Uganda. My mum created photo albums almost to make sure that I was able to point to something and remember what Uganda's like.
Everyone around me was always known I was adopted. If I ever needed to talk to a parent, I could immediately ask them and they'd answer all my questions or try to answer them as best they can.
I want them to know where they're from, what happened, so that they can go through those feelings with a supportive parent by their side.
My dad dropped me off at my birth mother's house and waited to make sure I was safe and comfortable.
I've been able to achieve so much because of my mum. My mum's always been there to talk to.
If I was to talk to somebody who was adopting, I would say do it. We're going to have challenges, we're going to have difficult years and ask difficult questions, but love and consistency throughout helps so much.
Yes, there will be struggles, yes, there will be trials, but there are nuggets, there are diamonds that you only get when you adopt a child.
Adoption provides hope of a better path. Completely changes a child's life and a family's life as well.
The phrase that sums up my adoption journey is I shall rise.
Emotional roller coaster.
I think the word that comes to mind is transformational.
I do feel incredibly proud to be adopted.
It's made me the way I am.
It's my past, it's my present, it's my future, so adoption is everything for me. It's my life.
My name's Philip Sinden. Today we're photographing people who have been adopted, and we're going to hear about their stories.